Hi guys, I'm Honeymoth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing an almost personal read. So essentially this isn't for any kind of specific zodiac sign, it's for a specific person. So if you felt kind of inclined to watch the video, called to watch it, or it just sort of pops up on your feed, then maybe this is for you. Okay, so for the person that needs it, what do they need to know? Okay, so there is an indecision or a need to weigh up the pros and cons of something. And then again, we have another 2 at the bottom of the deck. So there are like definitely two options, 2 paths to be considering at the moment. And then with the Hierophant here, it could have involved a Taurus. Yeah, I feel as though there is indecision about whether to stay where you are and really commit to something, or to end whatever this is that you've been committed to for a long time and to start fresh. I'm getting as well that you may also be seeing a lot of like winged animals, because we've got birds, some sort of like serpent dragon that also has wings, and then butterflies in this one. And to me, wings are definitely associated with the element of air. So obviously that could kind of reference the decisions that you're making, but there's something about thought processes or communication with the air element there. Getting as well, like both of these cards have kind of a focal point of the heart. So there's either something about following your heart rather than following your head. And then possibly doing work on the heart chakra as well. But the heart chakra is ultimately about your ability to love yourself and to let love in. And so maybe you're not sure about this commitment. Maybe it is like a romantic relationship. So maybe there is kind of like this fear of commitment. Because I think you ultimately don't want to make the wrong decision. But I feel as though regardless of what you choose, you are going to be entering some sort of new phase with this page energy here. I'm kind of looking at this and I'm sort of seeing that you go from mastery with the king all the way back to the page again, which is like restarting some sort of new journey, some sort of new learning process, attainment of skill. Sorry about that. There are neighbours around me that are kind of doing construction work, and sometimes like it gets a bit too loud for the video. So yeah, I was saying you go from mastery all the way back to the page again. And I'm also like seeing here that there is a decision here to pick up the sword, because we have this indecision about swords and potions. And then there's someone holding a sword here. So I feel as though whatever that means to you, picking up the sword, which does relate to that air element that I was mentioning earlier, because swords, the suit of air in the tarot is represented by swords. So there is definitely something about intellect, thought, knowledge. So with that being said, I feel as though there's some sort of commitment or something that you've been pursuing for a long time. Doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but I was kind of getting relationship vibes. And so I feel maybe you're kind of leaving this relationship or whatever this commitment is in order to pursue some sort of knowledge or intellect. Maybe you're going back to school, college, university. And then with this 4 here, resting and recharging. So I get that maybe maybe for you to go from mastery all the way back to being a student again, maybe there is a bit of like anxiety there, because I think with this king and this kind of hardcore commitment card, you were so used to being the best of the best in a certain field, and then now that you're having to sort of either pursue a different path, or you're going back to the student phase to relearn and like brush up on knowledge. I feel that maybe there is a need for you to rest because there might be like a bit of anxiety there because you're going from like security back into the unknown. I feel like this may be some sort of like study group or like a group of people that you're hanging around with to learn from. Okay, so what is the advice here? To really stick to the decision once you've made it. And then I feel as though there's quite like contrasting energies within this card, because we've got like a very proactive someone that's like really ready to fight, and then we have somebody that's on the defense. So I feel as though there is also something about knowing when to balance work and rest. And you know, maybe the whole kind of thing, obviously like it depends on your situation, but maybe there is like a path for you to take where you are still able to pursue this commitment, or if it is a relationship, still being able to be in that relationship, and then figuring out how to balance that with this period of study, learning, rather than choosing one or the other. But of course it depends kind of on your specific situation. Yeah, definitely keep following the light within, whatever is, whatever you feel guided towards. But I am also getting this kind of like an air of illusion with this card. Or at least something to be wary of. Okay, so what is the illusion? Or perhaps that this person isn't seeing. Yeah, I think the illusion is that you are undermining yourself, that you don't have confidence in the decision that you're about to make. Because I think the sooner that you can step into this Queen energy of being empowered, confident, the illusion of a previous self, this self-sabotage, it will shatter. So yeah, maybe work on your confidence. Okay. So I'm going to get a Moonology card. Yeah, ultimately I'm feeling like to tell you to not be scared of the unknown and this new learning period that you're about to undergo. Okay, so I'm going to get you a Moonology card. Just as a little bit of extra clarification. I'll take the first two. So we have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius, which is that air energy again. And then a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel as though Show the World the Real You kind of emphasizes this energy of feeling more confident and empowered in yourself and your ability to make the right decision. And also to face the unknown with this learning phase. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Which I feel as though this is you making the decision and being at peace with that. I'm going to get one more oracle card, but from a different deck. And then we'll close out the reading. So this is the Illuminate card, and it's all about being in the spotlight, which again definitely connects to this real world energy and this empowerment and self-confidence energy. So maybe you're kind of going from a more traditional behind the scenes role into stepping in the spotlight, and that's where that anxiety of the unknown is kind of coming in. But I feel as though Spirit, the universe, God is definitely pushing you towards being in the spotlight, being seen, and being confident in and being confident in yourself. All right. Thank you for watching this reading, and I will see you very soon. Bye.